Hey guys, StandardVR here with week 2 of the Vortex Draft League. You know the drill. We're going to go through a quick team builder. If you want to skip ahead to the battles, timestamp is in the description below. Click it, watch the battle, have a good time. Who are we up against this week for week 2? We are up against AP coach of the Toronto Takehearts with a super scary squad with a Cyclozar, which could just be Specs Dracos that just kind of nukes my team. It could also just be like Boots, Rapid Spin, annoying knockoff kind of sets. You got that Rev Room. It can be super defensive. It can just be set up with like shift gear and stuff. You got the Mismagus, which I'm assuming is going to be kind of like a scarf set to kind of check the Espeon with Shadow Balls. But we'll see. We'll see. And you got the Sandaconda that can be defensive or setup. You got the Rotom Heat that can be, hey, defensive or setup. It can burn things. It can T-Wave. It can do everything. Volt Switch, just specs overheat, cooks a lot. They do have the Terra Primeape, and they brought Terra Steel Primeape this week. Just a little bit of a spoiler. It's a super scary mon. It's kind of like a budget Annihilate. You don't want to hit this thing too many times because they go like Terra Ghost, Rage Fist. It kind of cooks. So that's something that's very hard to deal with in prep. They also have the Terra Quaxwell, which could get set up. Hypno can be super annoying because, Hypno doing Hypno things. And then you got the Bombardier, the big check to my Espeon if I would want to lead it. So, because I can't, stop Rock because that's just going to click Knockoff and deletes me. Even if I'm Sash, I don't even think I could learn Voice and Dazzling Gleam from a spec. It might two-shot, but who knows? The damage calculator would know. They also have a Whimsicott that can set any kind of speed control that they would want. It also stun spores, screens, the catch-all, do-it-all support mon, which is super annoying. So what are we bringing this week? That's a great question. We're getting super greedy with our sets, but before we get to those greedy sets, we are going to just have the Assault Vest in Mudsdale with that 252 HP, 252 defense, with that Earthquake, that Smackdown to be able to hit Rotom Heat, that Body Press, and Heavy Slam. It's just your standard Mudsdale. You know how it works. You know what it does. This one doesn't have any healing or recovery, obviously, because we're rocking the Assault Vest, but it can be hard to take down and very scary if it gets going, especially if we start getting some defense boosts. Next up, we are running a sub-nasty plot Discharge Air Slash Lefties Rotom Fan at 252 HP lefties. Already optimal HP for leftovers recovery, which is so nice. And with the nasty plots, we don't really need a whole lot or any special attack investment. If we can get a sub up and just nasty plot, Discharge plus Air Slash kind of goes crazy. A lot of people ask why Discharge over T-Bolt. It's only a 10 base power weaker, and that 30% chance for para for mons in the back I think is really nice. So we are rocking that Discharge this week because I would like to slow some things down if I can with a Discharge. Next up, we have the Protective Pads Mousehold again, this time with Taunt, Tidy Up, Bite, and Pop Bomb. We need Bite so we can hit Mismagus. We are super greedy with our speed this week. We actually are just outspeeding the Primeape and not the Mismagus. That's because I don't think Mismagus is super threatening to Mousehold, because I'm really banking on it being just a Choice Scarf aggro set if it comes. So we're going to find out. We are going to find out if the greed just kind of bites us this week. Next up, we have the weakness policy, modest Espeon. We have 252 special attack, 252 speed, but we are modest. We are not timid. That's it. We are going to hit as hard as possible. We have Reflect, so we can set up in front of the Primeape if it's not boosted, especially if they're not Terra Ghost. We have the Trailblaze to boost our speed, so we could outspeed everything with that +1, even though we are modest. We have Dazzling Gleam, obviously, for the Bombardier, and Psyshock, basically for everything else, because Espeon at +2, even something like the Rev Room, which I know Psychic is neutral into, but it's still a Steel type, so it might come as a check for Espeon. It's still getting 2-shot. And the +2, depending on bulk, it might just 1-shot. Espeon's kind of crazy, so we're gonna see if we can get this to work. We're actually gonna lead off Espeon, kind of trying to bait maybe a Cyclozar lead to click U-turn, proc the policy, get a Trailblaze off, go to town. You know what I mean? Then, of course, we have to have our cleaner with the 200 speed Choice Scarf, 252 adamant attack. Lycanroc. We got the Facade in case we get willowed by Rotom or Mismagus. We got the Close Combat, we got the Sucker Punch, we got the Stone Edge. This is kind of your standard Scarf Lycanroc set. We are rocking Terra Rock. I don't know if I said, I think we're just Terra Electric Rotom fan again this week because I just kind of like the offensive Terras. So we're going to see if that will work. This team is very kind of like reliant on this thing being able to clean up. So if I don't use my defensive pieces, if I don't use my greedy pieces properly, there's a good chance we could just get swept this week. But last up, you know I have my defensive option. We got that Citrus Berry Spiritomb. Again, just built just like the Mudsdale, 252 HP, 252 defense. We got that Will-O-Wisp, that Foul Play, that Destiny Bond, and that Hex. Destiny Bond just to kind of maybe get a cheeky little KO on something that's getting a little out of control. Will-O-Wisp and Foul Play, you know how that kind of stuff works. And then just Hex just to kind of hit everything besides the Bombardier, but Foul Play could do some decent damage. So those are the 6 that we are bringing against AP this week. Let me know your predictions in the comments. Let me know how you've been enjoying the Draft League. I've held you up long enough, guys. Let's get into these battles. Let's get it. All right, we are here with week 2 of the Vortex Draft League up against AP, which has a super scary fast team. Probably one of the only teams that's definitely faster than mine. Got that Cyclozar, that Rotom Heat is a menace. Whimsicott with the Prankster. It's going to get dicey. I almost wanted to run Psychic Terrain just to stop it, but didn't. Terra Steel Primeape is going to be an issue, but no Bombardier is nice. So what I kind of want to do... Let's see, you do have that Sandaconda, which can set rocks. I kind of want to go Espeon as a lead. I have a really cool Espeon set that I want to try out. It's reaching a little bit, like it's a little bit overreaching, but I think it's going to be really fun. I'm excited about this match. Got some fun sets. We're going to write down their team. Cycle. Whims. I'm actually very glad to not see the Quaxwell. And Sandaconda. Cool. Yeah, let's get it. Good luck, have fun to AP. It's going to be a fun one. To be very wary of status conditions, I feel like, in this matchup. Kind of wanted to run Lumberry on everything. They lead off with the Whimsicott. That is interesting. I guess they can set some Stun Spores. They can set screens. I'm going to go ahead and get a Trailblaze off. I know this isn't going to do anything to Whimsicott, but I want to get the speed up because we are running a little bit greedy with our EVs. We're running a modest Espeon. So, Raw Moonblast. Ooh, that does way too much. They are Life Orb. Cool. So how much? Because we are modest Espeon. How much does this do? Psyshock does 74, so we're definitely not getting the KO there. Don't really know how I want to deal with this. I feel like we do just get the damage. We could get a Reflect up. I think we just go for damage. If we lose Espeon here, that's fine. Let's go for a big Psyshock. Yeah. Cool. Giga Drain, get a little bit of health back. So Whims, KOs. Espeon. Now here's the tricky part, is how do we really deal with this thing? Could be Rotom Fan. We can't sub on it, which is kind of unfortunate. Moonblast kind of rocks everything. We could go Lycanroc. Stone Edge would get rid of it. And I think you'd go for damage into it. Huh. And we don't miss Stone Edge, which is nice. I'll go Lycan. This forces like a Stun Spore or something realistically. Nothing really resists Stone Edge except for, you know, Primeape does, but this would still be a lot of damage. So it's going to go ahead and throw off a Stone Edge. You should know I'm scarfed by the fact that I brought this thing out, so maybe you go for a Stun Spore just to slow me down. But let's see. Was not expecting a Whimsicott lead. That was not on any of my flowcharts, but very good, very good. I was hoping to maybe get a weakness policy U-turn on that Cyclozar. That's what I was looking at. There's the pivot. I'm assuming Sandaconda comes in here. Yeah. Alright, big Stone Edge. Does a little bit of chip, little bit of chip. You lefties? Lefties, nice. Alright, Rotom can't really do a whole lot into this, but I think Mudsdale is also very decent. We could also always go into our... Actually, I really kind of like going into Spiritomb here, because if this thing gets paralyzed off like a glare, I think we'll be okay, and we can just throw off some Will-O-Wisps. I was really hesitant in mocks to really like swap in with the Spiritomb, and I think that's kind of where I lost some in the mocks. Yeah, I think even +1 Sandaconda, we're maxed defense like Spiritomb, so I think we'll be okay. So let's throw off the Will-O-Wisp. Get that burn going. High horsepower. Does a lot. Gonna do a little bit less now. Battle of the lefties. Almost went pain split on this thing too, but... So let's see. Sandaconda. They may just go rocks now. They are +1. Foul Play would do a decent chunk. Hex, though. Oh, I don't have Hex on my damage calcs here. Hex does do more, though. I think we just throw off a Hex. They're just going to coil up. Hex has a little bit. Ooh, Shed Skin is nice. I forgot that thing even got Shed Skin. This thing just became a huge threat, by the way. I don't think I eat another one. We're just gonna try and get a Foul Play off. Ooh, we do eat another one, and we get that Citrus Berry activation, you know what I'm saying? Get a little bit of health back. They are +2. This Foul Play is about to do some decent damage. Not enough damage. Should have burned it again, but I wasn't really expecting to live there. Air Slash does 40. Not really, that's like 30. I want to save this thing though. I'm going hard Rotom. If you Stone Edge, you're a gamer. High horsepower, nice. Alright. Stone Edge at +2 will just cook. Let's see, if you are... You don't do... We could sub here. I do think we just, like, Air Slash, though. Got flinch chances. Yeah. I'm sorry. My bad. That's unfortunate, but that's why we run Air Slash, right? Just Air Slash again. We can't let this thing... Oh my gosh, it's still alive. Yeah, Stone Edge. Oh, that just... Yeah, you were max attack adamant. I was expecting... okay. KO's Rotom. Not looking good for our hero, guys. Not looking good. Alright. Let me think. If we go Mouse, we just kill it. We could go... Yeah, I mean, Mouse just kills. But then that lets in Miss Mag, sort of. Gosh, how do I want to deal with this? We're gonna go mouse. You are coiling, so you're at +2. So bite does... bite might pick up. It does like 6. We're just gonna pop bomb. Yep. Mouse KOs Sanda. This could let in Miss Mag. You also may come in with Whimsicott. Ronnie. There's that Miss Mag. Alright. I guess you could have Wisp. But you're not doing... You know what? We have Taunt for a reason. Oh, there's Scarf Wisp. Okay. Or I guess they could. Actually, I don't outspeed Miss Mag because I got greedy with my speed EVs. That is my fault. Alright. So we are burned. I am absolutely throwing this game, by the way. Bite still does almost half. Again, the whole plan with this team was to chip everything down so like Rock can come in and just pick up KOs. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get the chip. D-Gleam. We are heavy Spadef. And they are Colberberry. Yeah, it's not gonna do anywhere near enough. That burn is so unfortunate. I think we're gonna have a little bit of an issue breaking the Primate and the Rotom with Lycanroc. So if we go to +1, we don't do enough. We still need 2 bites. We have Wisp, so I can't go into let's bite again. Oh, they're swapping. Coming in with Primate. Should have tidied up there. Yep, that's Primate. Alright. Stacking those Rage Fists, man. Yeah, I think they got us, to be honest. We can... What's the play here? Should definitely Lumberry or something. We could Taunt so it can't bulk up. We could just raw Pop Bomb and do, hopefully, 42%. But they could just close combat. We're going to go Spiritomb here. Yeah, Drain Punch. No, thank you. Rage Fist probably OHKOs this thing, though. Maybe. Rage Fist into Spiritomb. Was this 100? Because we've hit it once? Yeah. Yeah, 21, 25. Yeah, it's going to be close, but they definitely probably do. Let's see. They might not risk this. We could just go for a D-Bond, which I don't hate. Because we could possibly get a little bit... Oh, they're just Taunt. Never mind. No D-Bond. Yeah, we're actually getting bodied here. Not really anything we can do here. Got Drain Punch. How much does Mudsdale take? It's Mousehold. Alright. There is a possibility. There's a possibility. It's hard, but there's a possibility. Hold on. We're going Mudsail here. Yeah, there's the bulk up. I knew I should have taunted that thing. So it's at +1 now, too. Pulse combat is way too much. Going right back in with Spiritomb here. I just need a little bit of chip on this thing. But I don't think they're going to give it to me. Because now Mouse doesn't do anything to this thing. Why did I taunt it again? Like, why would I set rocks there? Yeah, I just don't think we can break this thing now. Shoulda will-o-wisp there. Just been an absolute Chad. Alright, we got some chip. Got some chip. Oh yeah, we're taunted. We can't wisp. Huh. Yeah, they got us on this one. There's not anything else we can do. Because this Prime is just going to close combat out. Yeah, it's just Rage Fist. I don't even know how many boosts this thing has to defense. It's like ridiculous. Yeah, we can't break this thing at all. Because they're like +4. And we just pop them. If we can get 10 crits, you know, it'd be good. Should have checked to see exactly where that thing was on stacks, but like I said, I think this thing just runs through my entire team now. Earthquake's not gonna do nothing. They got way too much health. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. That's it. That's game. Very well played by AP. Should have left my mouse at full speed. But, oh well. We go to 1-1. And just get absolutely bodied. Yeah, GG's guys. If you made this far in the video, please like, comment, subscribe, check out AP as well. As always, have a great one. Peace.